Hey everyone, I'm Archit and I'll be talking about something that is a really hot topic these days, especially since Facebook changed its name to Meta. The day when Facebook made this announcement, a new vision of the future began. This vision is the world of the metaverse and how it can become a part of our lives up to a point where we might live two lives, one in reality while our other life happens in the metaverse. Coming to the adoption of the metaverse. Well, the gaming and metaverse have been intertwined since the beginning. Gamers all around the world have been involved in participating and competing in various events and competitions in the metaverses defined by the game. These were, however, limited to the gaming needs, along with very little implementation of it as a daily life experience, something which the metaverses of today are evolving into. It took 59 years for nearly 80% of humans to use landline phones. It took 55 years for 80% of us to use automobiles. And it took 28 years for 80% of us to use personal computers. However, it took only 14 years for 80% of us to use cell phones, and the rate of adoption just continues to get faster and faster. So we can only imagine how quickly the metaverse is going to catch on in today's age. The adoption rates can vary immensely by income and geography. The metaverse can truly grow to its complete potential only if users from all the world participate in it. However, there are several factors that will come into play. The most important of these is the requirement of global internet availability and a low latency infrastructure. Lag and packet loss crushes gaming experiences, and it will do the same to the experience when exploring a metaverse. So, what exactly is the metaverse? Well, we are all familiar with how we interact with the internet, such as a meeting, shopping, or like the video you're currently watching. All of this can be thought of as our interaction with the internet in a two-dimensional form. Now, if we take this experience and extend it to a three-dimensional space, we will come to the fundamental concept of the metaverse. So it is like taking our experience with a phone, tablet, or basically any screen connected to the internet and modifying it into a virtual and physically real experience that we can all feel through VR headsets and technology. Being able to provide this experience seamlessly to everyone is the objective of the metaverse. Currently, people can even attend a concert or have brunch with their friends in the metaverse. However, the experience is still being improved through technology, and a lot of development and progress needs to be made to make the experience completely seamless and fluent, and in order to bring more people aboard this vision and concept. Now, let's talk about the features of the metaverse. They are boundless, persistent, decentralized, immersive, virtual economies are built, and social experiences are built. It is boundless in the sense that there are no limits to the number of people that can use the metaverse at any given time, or any activities can happen anytime, etc. It is persistent because the metaverse cannot be reset, rebooted, or unplugged. Anyone can enter or leave it at any time, which gives the experience of continuity, just like in real life. The development of a metaverse, once it has been established, depends on the shared contribution of its users, that is, the content and experiences designed by them. It is decentralized because the metaverse is owned by all of its users and is not in control of any single entity or corporation. The blockchain technology is an integral part of this since it ensures that all the transactions are safe, public, and easily trackable. It is immersive as the user interacts with the metaverse using VR headsets, AR glasses, or any computer or smartphone. In fact, recently Meta, that is previously known as Facebook, was seen testing gloves that can give users the exact feeling of touching something in the metaverse, which could take the experience to another whole new level. Coming to virtual economies, it is powered by cryptocurrencies. Users can buy, sell, and exchange digital assets like NFTs, live concert tickets, avatars, etc. Social experiences. The metaverse will exist only because of its users, and the users co experience various things together through the user generated content. This is how, through personal experiences and interaction, the users will basically co create the metaverse for the future. Now, more than one metaverse. Now, you must be thinking which is the one metaverse that everyone is talking about and adopting on a large scale. Well, there isn't only one metaverse in existence, and there are several metaverses being developed by different organizations. All of these organizations and big companies are trying to develop their metaverses at a rapid pace. So, have to have the most features and most fluent and true to life experience. so that their metaverse becomes the mainstream or the so called go to metaverse that most of the population will be connected with. The reason behind this is that if the metaverse does successfully catch on and become a part of our daily lives, then a company can have a monopoly over the metaverse world by showing its dominance in terms of its connected and active users. The tough part is that only one company cannot just make the best metaverse and assume it'll succeed. It has to be accepted and used by the most number of users to actually be successful. On the right side of this picture, we can see that the users will have a choice to choose from the different metaverses that may be based on different blockchain technologies. And this picture shows the poster of the Horizon Worlds online metaverse based game developed by Meta, that is Facebook. Let us now talk about some of the basic parts of the metaverse. The metaverse will have various structures, objects, buildings, art, sculptures, etc. The term digital twin is used to refer to the digital version of the real objects and structures. For example, if the Eiffel Tower is made in the metaverse, that will be the digital twin of the real Eiffel Tower. The metaverse will also have land pieces of certain sizes that can be bought using some token of that metaverse, which is usually a blockchain based crypto token. These land pieces, once bought, can be used by the owner to build some of their own structure, such as a restaurant that can be used by other users on a paid basis. They can even lease out their lands in order to earn. Now, coming to how anyone will be able to interact with the metaverse, each user can design their own avatar, which is like a digital version to represent the user in the metaverse. One can design their avatar to look exactly like them or anything completely differently if they wish to do so. On the right, we can see this picture here shows how avatars look in the metaverse. As you can see, a user can highly customize their avatar to look however they want, ranging from facial features to watch accessories and so on. The picture here shows the map of the metaverse. The blocks that can be seen are the pieces of land available in the metaverse. Many of these lands have symbols over them, which indicates that a particular piece of land has been purchased by some organization or some person. Now I'll be talking about two of the most popular metaverses in today's time. The first one I'll be talking about is the Sandbox Metaverse. So the Sandbox is an example of a gaming virtual world that has been built on the Ethereum blockchain and is primarily driven by the gaming community. Let me give you a brief idea of the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum is a decentralized open source blockchain with smart contract functionality. Ether is the native cryptocurrency of that platform. Among cryptocurrencies, Ether is the second only to Bitcoin in terms of market capitalization. The platform allows anyone to deploy permanent and immutable decentralized applications onto it, with which users can interact. Ethereum has started implementing a series of upgrades called Ethereum 2.0, which includes a transition to a proof of stake based working protocol. Now, coming back to the Sandbox Metaverse, it has existed for quite a long time now in the gaming world, but its future development as a metaverse has only started recently in the past 2 to 3 years. Like any other metaverse, creators can design and sell world assets to other users in the metaverse using NFTs and other main utility tokens, which are called sand tokens. This is like a digital currency for users in the Sandbox Metaverse, and its purpose is to reward the creators for their potential to add value by creating content that would attract more people in this gaming universe and help expand the Sandbox Metaverse. A side note, what are NFTs, you must be wondering? Let me give you a small idea of what they are. Non-fungible tokens or NFTs are virtual tokens minted on the blockchain for digital scarcity, security, and authenticity. They are unique, indivisible, and non-interchangeable, allowing true digital ownership of in-game assets. Now, the purpose of using a blockchain such as Ethereum for the exchange of assets is that it provides ownership of the assets and full monetization. The Sandbox platform currently has three components. Users can create assets within the metaverse using Vox Edit. The Sandbox Marketplace is a venue in which users can publish and sell their assets after first uploading them to the IPFS, which is the Interplanetary File System. The Sandbox Game Maker allows the users to create 3D games for free. So basically, anyone can create an asset using Vox Edit and then sell it in the Sandbox Marketplace. You can generate revenue in the sandbox in several ways. After creating assets with Vox Edit, you can upload them to the sandbox marketplace to sell as NFTs. For example, assets such as avatars, motorbikes, and animals sell for a wide range of prices, from less than 10 sand to thousands of sand. Using these three components, the user can help grow as avatars within the metaverse and will also help the metaverse grow as a platform, encouraging other users to join in as well. This picture here shows how the sand token looks like, and this picture shows a snapshot of the works cited application that is available in the sandbox metaverse. And as we can see that a card-like structure is being created in this works cited application. All of the ecosystem's transactions and interactions are powered by SAND, which is an ERC20 token built on the Ethereum blockchain. For example, it costs SAND tokens to play games, purchase equipment, or customize your avatar. In the future, SAND will also serve as a governance token, allowing its holders to have input on changes to the ecosystem when the Sandbox DAO, that is the Decentralized Autonomous Organization, is established. Creators spend SAND to acquire assets, land, or earn passive income through staking. SAND is a governance token that allows holders to participate in governance decisions of the platform in the future roadmap of that metaverse. Likewise, you can create and monetize your own games with the Sandbox Game Maker, or alternatively earn rewards as a player of other users' games. You can also earn income from your land by renting it to other players or populating it with content to increase its value. One can buy a piece of virtual land in the Sandbox metaverse, but only by using the Sand utility tokens. There are a total of 166,464 land pieces that will ever be available in the metaverse. One can earn sand by staking it as well. Staking sand refers to the proof of stake mechanism where a miner will stake some sand tokens to correctly and successfully add a block to the Ethereum blockchain. This is another source of income common in the blockchain world. In fact, a large portion of the transaction fees between the transaction among two users is redistributed to the sand stakers through a foundation and staking pool. And this is done in order to reward the users that are staking their sand tokens. Now I'll be talking about another popular metaverse which is called Decentraland. This metaverse is also built on the Ethereum blockchain. Its development started in 2015 as a two-dimensional project named Stone Age and has now turned into a popular three-dimensional metaverse among the users. It is a fully decentralized three-dimensional virtual world where people can own and develop their own land and even interact with other people in the Decentraland and can also interact with the structures created by the other users. Like the Sandbox metaverse, it contains everything from live concerts to games and other activities which can be performed by the various users. The land in the Decentraland is divided into small fragments called parcel, which are each of 60 meters by 60 meters wide. This is the smallest piece of land that one can own. Each parcel is represented by a land token, which is an ERC721 token, which is an open standard that describes how to build NFTs on Ethereum virtual machines that are compatible with blockchains. And so these tokens are scarce and collectible. Each token is unique since each parcel in the Decentraland is unique. Like Sandbox, this is also governed by the DAO, that is the Decentralized Autonomous Organization. So basically, everyone in the community can opt to vote for any proposal they want to adopt or reject for the betterment of that metaverse. Like the sand token in the Sandbox metaverse, the tokens used here are called mana, which is the native token that fuels the entire Decentraland ecosystem. Early adopters of the metaverse were given a chance to purchase land in an auction that was called the Terraform event. All the users that purchased the land then created structures on their land, allowing other users to access it, or they leased out their land to other users in order to earn a certain amount of income in mana. In order for a user to purchase a land or collectibles, an Ethereum wallet with mana is needed. The picture on the right here shows the Decentraland metaverse with the unique avatars and structures, and we can even see someone flying in the sky, which shows the vastness of the things that are possible in the metaverse. This picture here shows the mana token, which is the main utility token used in the Decentraland. Any user can also go to the Decentraland marketplace and buy variables for their avatar, which are built by the users in the community. Users can use the Visual Builder SDK tool to build and develop their land. A computer with macOS, Windows, and Chrome Firefox is needed to experience the world of Decentraland. Decentraland, however, is still run by a small community with only 500 people logging in every day. This number is very small as of now, but with the ever growing number of users and their interest in the metaverse, more and more elements are being added to the metaverse with more group and individual activities that can keep the users busy and entertained. So it is possible that this metaverse grows to become a popular metaverse in the future. The picture on the right here shows the Decentraland marketplace with the various items created by the users that are available for purchase for the other users in the metaverse. And this picture shows a user logged in into Decentraland using their laptop, indicating how easy it is for anyone to experience this metaverse. In fact, Decentraland is running a hunt for treasure chests filled with various prizes, including awards of mana and limited edition avatar variables. Such events are held so as to bring more users into the metaverse with the incentive of earning some amount of mana. Now you must be wondering that how can you actually enter and experience such a metaverse? So let's talk about how anyone can log into Decentraland and experience all the facilities that it has to offer. To operate on the Ethereum blockchain and to create a Decentraland account, you will need to have a suitable Ethereum wallet app. On the blockchain, you can have one or more accounts. A wallet app allows you to create and use your accounts. The wallet app must be of a certain kind that can work through a web browser. The recommended wallet for Decentraland is MetaMask, and MetaMask is a browser extension that you can easily download in the catalog of your browser. In Decentraland, you create a password, which is your identity and account in Decentraland. You will be using MetaMask to perform this creation. On your first visit to the Decentraland world, you will be guided on their website to create a passport and an avatar. You will also be given an option to claim a permanent and unique avatar name, which requires paying a small fee using MetaMask. You do not have to own a name to visit Decentraland, but eventually you may want to get one so that you don't just show up as a guest. You can go to an exchange and buy some Ether and Mana cryptocurrency. Then you can transfer that into your MetaMask wallet, and after that you go to Decentraland and use your Mana to claim a name, buy land, or buy accessories. The purchases will consume a small amount of Ether as a transaction fee. Once you have all of this ready, you can go to the Decentraland website or application at any time and start experiencing it through a laptop or a VR headset. Now let's talk about the future of the metaverse. The future of the metaverse holds a lot of potential with space for almost every domain of life. School and social life too will evolve. Roblox, for example, is planning to bring educational video games to classrooms. Platforms such as Allspace VR enable community based experiences in the metaverse, allowing people to gather for live virtual events such as comedy nights and other concerts. Transactions for properties in the alternate universe have skyrocketed, and the new year will see the competition for location intensify even further. However, some are worried about the volatility of the digital real estate. With Omniverse Enterprise, NVIDIA has set up a subscription service that lets creators, designers collaborate in a shared online simulation platform. BMW, for example, is using the Omniverse Enterprise as part of its smart manufacturing efforts to simulate their manufacturing operations. This shows how chip and car manufacturers are also coming about the concept of the metaverse. Despite the several obstacles such as government intervention or expensive VR headsets, the tech industry is unwavering in its belief in the metaverse, expecting it will hit $800 billion by 2024 and reach 1 billion people by 2030, which is a goal that does not seem so far. So, thank you very much, and I hope I've been able to give you a good idea of what the metaverse actually is.